Yes, again, thank you for being here and paying attention until the very last end of this day. We're not going to give lengthy concluding presentations. I'm just going to give some observations of those two-day workshop on behalf of the Air Infiltration and Ventilation Center that for which Peter and I are the operating agents. So with this workshop in Japan, we picked up the tradition again, as you know, of organizing a spring workshop with AIVC. We couldn't do this in the past 3 years. So the previous one was 4 years ago. And well, we would like to thank Takao Sawachi and BRI and NILIM for creating the opportunity to organize this workshop here in Tokyo. And I have the impression, I think it was very successful. We had 50 in-person attendees in this room, about 40 online attendees. We had a 2-day program with eminent speakers, with very interesting presentations and good discussions. So I think it was a good suggestion from Takao to provide sufficient time for discussion during in between the sessions, and that proved to be successful. One of the aims of this workshop was to bring Japanese researchers and engineers together with international experts to present and discuss the recent developments in relation to ventilation and airtightness. And also there, I think this workshop was really successful and really succeeded to achieve this objective. And it also demonstrated the value of international collaboration and exchange of ideas. I think we had the opportunity to listen to research findings in Japan that are difficult sometimes to access internationally, and we already had heard a lot of questions to be able to receive presentations and papers that were published before. So, but also vice versa, that was the case. So also in this respect, I have the impression that this was successful, and I suggest that we can continue exchanging this information within AIVC. We have the possibilities to continue this in the future if there's an interest, for instance, in relation to airtightness testing. We heard that there is a need for more information. We can offer to organize a webinar in the future. We can discuss this also with you, Takao, to continue this. So far for my observations, I only have a few more practical announcements to make. We already had a request about sharing presentations. Well, this will be done. This will be available soon. So we have on our AIVC website, we have the program of the workshop, and in June, the PDFs of the presentations will be made available, and also the workshop has been recorded. So also these recordings will be available for everyone who wants to access them and review the presentations again. And then for the future, we have future events. In October, we meet in Copenhagen for the annual AIVC conference. You're very welcome to join us there. And also for next year, in April 2024, we will have a workshop similar like this one, with the same approach, that will be organized in collaboration with the ASHRAE Singapore chapter in Singapore. So also there we have a location that is also easily to travel to, I hope, also from Asian countries, easier than to travel to Europe or North America. So also there we hope to see some of you, to have similar discussions, ongoing discussions, continuing the work we had in the previous 2 days. And with that, I want to conclude my conclusions and give the word to Takao Sawachi.
I think as a total, there were 27 technical presentations, 10 by Japanese presenters, and 17 by European and North American presenters. Most presenters kept time frame, and we could have enough time for discussion. We are very happy with that. All presentations are relevant to the improvement of energy efficiency and indoor environmental quality. For AIVC, EBC, relevant government, funding agencies, I think practical implementation of research output is very, very important. The implementation of research output on practices for design, construction, and maintenance is a very important objectives for researchers, I think. Such implementation on policies or practices of industry will help ourselves, researchers, to identify our next targets of research. Without implementation, we cannot see the future, I think. This is also the reason why I hope research output from the project presented during this workshop shall be reflected on any kinds of policies, standards, and technical guidelines, hopefully reflected on AIVC deliverables, I think. Finally, let me express my deep appreciation to all presenters and audiences for their strong support to this workshop. I also point out and appreciate the efforts by our Secretariat, IIBH, Institute for International Harmonization for Building and Housing, especially Mr. Fuji over there and Ms. Nishino over there. Also, we obtained the support by IBEX, Institute for Built Environment and Carbon Neutral for SDGs, especially Mr. Aoki over there. I hope we will be able to meet again, as Arnold mentioned, in the future conference and future workshops. Thank you very much.